pride, faith, art, and tradition. The commitment to life at a different pace.
What is happening, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. We'll give it a second for people to come on. In the meantime, put where you're from if you guys would. I know we're all family here. I recognize almost everybody on here, of course. Definitely a blessing. All right, man, we are. Let's see, we got my brother. Let's see here. Radar in the house. Dino in the house. Australia. Larry and Linda. My brother Martin. Brother Vince. Jesus. Brother Dale in the house. Randomness. Brother Curtis. Yeah, buddy.
Telling me Instagram.
Dave. We see Brother Anthony. Dan from Canada. Vlad all the way from the NZ. My brother Scott. Brother Jason. Mercy. One of the young ladies from the Lowrider Bike After School program. Definitely a blessing. She's tuning in. My brother Lloyd. Brother John all the way up in Buffalo. My brother Sean. Manuel from Taos. Brother Steve. Scale Customs. Brother Donald. And Lisa, what's up? My brother Steve. Raphael. Rudy in the house. Luis from Taos as well. Gil, what's happening, my brother Gil? Jet lag, yeah. Ruth in the house, Las Lunas. All right, man, definitely thanks for tuning in. Definitely want to give a shout out to my brother Martin, quite a few people that came. Lauren, and of course Rudy and Deja. We had a big old flake party this weekend. Flaked a whole bunch, 30 skateboards. 27, 32 by 12 boards. Man, 100, I think is probably, 140. Yeah, 140 pieces. Yeah, 140 pieces, a bunch of crosses. Man, it's a lot of work all day Saturday with all of us sanding. Of course, sealing, basing, flaking, clearing. Very long day. So we got all that stuff back in stock too. What's happening, brother Tony? Linda. So, of course, we are back in action. You know, I got some good encouraging words from a few people, too. You know, when you're doing stuff like this and you want to do it right, like I say, it's a hard thing, man. And sometimes, you know, my brother Michael Moore, he's not on here right now, but you know, he's up in New Hampshire area, and he's one of my brothers. He always follows along, man. He does some amazing work up there. And, you know, talking with him the other day. You know, sometimes things ain't as easy as they seem. I don't care for some of the best. And, you know, when you're doing stuff like this, there's things that you might not like. And if you really take, you know, like I've been saying, if you take it serious, you'll remove it and do it over. And it helps to show you guys that sometimes, you know, we don't want to make it look towards so easy, because it's not easy all the time. It is hard, man, and it's hard for some of the best of us, and there might be some things that might not like, and it's all right to take it off or not like it, and you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So, like I say, last week, you know, how do you put it? You know, it's almost like you have writer's block, or, you know, things just ain't flowing, and it's all right to be like that sometimes. It's frustrating, trust me, man. You just wish things would just flow and you're happy with it. And like I say, man, I could probably put just about anything on this And I'm not saying just because it's me, people would say it looks cool, but it's back to that, man, I really don't want that. I want to where it actually really looks cool. You know what I mean? And where it's really something that I like. So, like I say, even with this, it's hard to go wild style, and you kind of see, it's like, man, a lot of it I really like, but the way some things end, I don't like the way it ends. And it is wild style. So it's like, it's one of those things you kind of know how it's going to end up turning out, which no matter what, it'll look good. And there's some things it's like you have to compromise to a certain extent. But barking spiders, brother Vince, that's funny. But like I say, so we're going to continue on this. I kind of was messing around just this line here, trying to get a little bit of a head start because I don't want this to take forever either. And like I say, we're still trying to figure out exactly what we're doing as far as, am I going to continue these all the way down, or am I going to end these kind of patterns and then start some different ones on the tank? Not sure yet. What's happening? My brother Chuck, my brother Michael Legs, brother Paul. I want to give a shout out to you guys. And definitely my brother Jason from Arizona. Man, he sent some pics. He just started doing this not too long ago. And man, he's doing some amazing work. He did an Arizona. We're going to be trying to catch up on posting some people's work back on the website. He did the Arizona flag, but with some way cool. It looked like turquoise. I mean, really cool designs. Very impressive. I love when you guys share stuff that you're working on. Just like my brother Anthony too. Same thing. Quite a few of you guys. Keep up the good work. Keep pressing on. And like I say, a lot of it, man, sometimes it ain't as easy as we think it is. So, it's like, and if back to that, if you really care about what you're doing, and of course it's a process of learning too. And, it's back to that, you want to show the mistakes. You want to show how we can fix them. You want to, not every day in life always goes the way we want. So same with this, when you're taping, things don't always go the way you want them to go. Just like when I started going live at first, you guys remember all kinds of technical difficulties with the screen, with the screen being straight to where you're only seeing a small window of it. All those things are frustrating, and you just want to stop. And some of those days I said, sorry, folks, I don't want to put you guys through this misery. So we would just end it. You know what I mean? Most definitely, Jason. Definitely always want to give a shout out to those. It's like, and if I miss anybody too, please forgive me. There's times where, how do you put it? My mind's going 100 miles an hour. And like I say, I always want to give a shout out to you guys. Keep up the good work. Be inspired.
I know somebody's asking, when will you have a class in Colorado Springs or Denver?
Man,
Or even Vegas. They said, come to Vegas, Rob.
I know. And if we are going to have a class, it would be in Denver. We're trying to figure out this whole the airport thing, what that's going to consist of this year. It's going to be a busy year. I really planned, and I'm not saying I haven't not planned. We were planning on Kansas, Missouri. If we do go do it, it's going to be in Olathe, Kansas, March 10th and 11th. It'll be at the school where my brother Eric has the after school program. And we'll be doing it there. So we'll see. It's one of those things I really need to kind of, how do you put it, make very good use of my time right now. And trust me, man, I do want to do a class in Denver. If we are going to do one, it would be with Randy up probably end of August, September area. And then, like I say, Kansas will be, if I'm going to do it, which I need to decide in the next week, it will be May 10th and 11th. So I'll keep you guys in the loop, especially all my Kansas family, Missouri family. But like I say, so we're going to start taping here. So like I say, it's kind of hard Man, we moved everything in the house too. We set up a whole thing kind of like we do out in the garage. Because I mean, it's not like I'm spraying, so I'm like, we might as well move in the house where it's warm. We don't got to have the heater going. So, what's up, Lisa? So, gonna try to figure out what I'm doing here. And like I say, once we get one done, we'll probably, be able to get a flow going. And it's frustrating. You got to think, you guys are really seeing what it takes to do something like this. And it just doesn't always flow. And it's like, man, a lot of jobs that I've done, they'll be where 2 weeks of untaping, taping until I'm actually happy with something and I continue to do it. To where it's like, okay, this is what we're going with. So, like I say, it's really a reality kind of showing you guys, what happens in the process. And if we were laying out some regular straight patterns, that's a whole different story. We just keep going with the flow. You know what I mean? But when you're doing something like this, it's like, it's not just turning circles. I've been making jokes all week, this literally is a joke, but it's serious. You got to think, I don't want to sit here spinning, how do you put it, going in circles on Rudy's bike. Do you guys get it? I'm like going in circles, but they say going in circles is kind of like wasting your time too, or you're just going in circles. So it's almost like, I guess, how do you put it, an oxymoron? Or oxy, how do you say that?
I think it is oxy.
Oxymoron, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so it's like, I literally am going in circles, but I am going in circles too.
But I am.
You feel like you're wasting time. And it's as an artist, it's frustrating sometimes. It's like, but you guys get to see for real, even with me, these things happen. It's like, it just doesn't click right away.
Anthony said time and patience with a few extra whites and patterns comes out good. That's what I deal with.
Yeah, buddy.
Big Kid said, yep, definitely know how that is, man.
Yep. So, I'm going to kind of do this. Then I'm going to do this one here.
Let me see. It's all worth it when the job is done, man.
Yep. It is, when you get to see all the hard work pay off. And you just didn't wipe your what on it. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Really taking pride in what you do.
So tell him Sean in Kansas City says, what is up?
What up? What up?
And then Vic asked, what brand tape do you use, Rob?
J-tape. We have it on the website for sale. It's from England. This is vinyl on this one. I mainly use a lot of masking tape. 3M and J-tape.
Vincent, I got pulled over once for going in circles.
I got pulled over once for going in circles.
Aaron said, what is up, family?
What's up, Aaron? Aaron from the after school program.
TikTok, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Too much in the camera. Somebody from Utah said, man, I love those tape sets that you have on the website. Bloody good idea.
There you go. Oop. Appreciate you, my brother.
Vic said 10-4, man. I've been a full-time painter for 30 years.
Nice.
Anthony said, yep, J-tape is the best. You can actually get the proper turn. It's really flexible. They say you let Rudy try to turn one circle. To show
Yeah, there you
to
go.
show him how hard it really is.
There you go.
I can't turn circles. Nothing.
So I think we're live on what?
You're live on all streams tonight. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. He asked if you have the 1.5 millimeter and 3 millimeter in stock.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, in vinyl and masking tape. Those are all separate on the website too. If you want to get them separate.
And what is the website again?
Vanderslice Kustom.com.
With a K. Custom
With the K, yeah. We ain't crippin' and tripping. We got the K in there. Just kidding.
And then Dave on Facebook said, man, this is definitely something different, Rob. I get a lot of inspiration from you. I appreciate your tips.
I appreciate it too. Appreciate you tuning in for sure. Like I say, and I wish there was, in doing this, it's hard to get the perfect angle. I was telling Deja, we almost need to, who all remembers the crazy camera where I put the camera on the baseball hat and had it, you know what I mean?
I need to put those pictures up.
Yeah, it's great. Remember, if you guys remember the side view, it was crazy. ¿Qué pasó, brother Freddie? What's happening?
Manuel asked, does your caddy have switches?
No switches on the caddy.
Vic said, I'm out of Louisiana. Where are you guys located?
Albuquerque, New Mexico. This week, a pretty big thing for New Mexico too. They went up to the roundhouse. That's kind of where the legislature, all of those things. A lot of things happening here in New Mexico, positive for the lowrider community. The lowrider is going to be the state car. They're voting on that right now. So a lot of real positive things, man. If a lot of people don't know, a lot of other states, they still have the cruising ordinance where people can't cruise. All those things have been lifted here. All those things that were happened in the 90s when they made it illegal to cruise.
And then somebody asked, so is masking tape the paper cloth one and vinyl is the plastic?
Yeah, exactly.
No switches? What about airbags?
No airbags. It's just stock. Trust me, I want to juice it, but if I do juice it, it'll just be front and back. No high lockup.
I'm definitely gonna have to find those pictures with it taped to your head.
I know.
No, you're not. Sorry.
Yeah, who remembers the head?
With the yep.
What's happening, my brother Juan? How are you doing, my brother?
The water bottle. That is fun.
Brother Jaime, how you doing? Patricio, what's up? Yo, yo, yo.
Really asking something like that.
So I'm gonna flip this. Always work comfortable.
Okay, Luis is asking, how much clear would I need for a 55 Chevy 2-door sedan, 3 coats?
If you're just doing like a stock color and you're not doing basing and flaking and candy and patterns and all of those things, you could get away with one of the 7.5 setups. And that's the high solids, like the VHS 900. But if you're doing full custom like this, patterns, everything, you're going to need at least 3 gallons. That way to literally to flake, to clear over the flake, to sand it, to do all the patterns, to clear over the patterns, to resand, to re-clear.
Muy Patricio. Yo, yo, yo from the bike club.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fun. Juan said, my work just opened me up to work from West Texas down to El Paso and up to Albuquerque. So when I'm in town, we have to have dinner together.
For sure. And then my brother, Mike on here too. What is happening? I'll probably swing this one in a little more. And then, like I say, to lock this down, I use the heat gun for the vinyl. The only reason we're using the vinyl on this one, usually it would be masking tape, is because, you know, this is going to take, as you can see, we're on the 3rd week of taping. And I'm hoping to get it speeded up here, like I say, once we get it figured out. So I don't want to be taping on this forever, but the vinyl we can leave on for a long time without worrying about it. What's happening, Joseph? Santa in the house. What grit do you sand your flake? Order to candy, the stick, not to peel. So everything, when I base flake clear, I sand everything with 320 and a red scuff pad to start doing patterns. A lot of people sand with a lot finer grit, and you don't have to do that. None of the sand scratches are going to show up. If you're doing like a stock paint job, like a charcoal gray metallic, you're definitely going to need to hit it with 600 to where you don't get no sand scratches in the metallic. So I'm locking down the vinyl with the heat gun.
So they said lay a couple coats of clear sand and then lay down more after.
Yeah.
And Danny asked, how many times do you re-clear a car when you do patterns, Rob?
Honestly, all clear after the patterns are done. I'll put, you know, depending on what you got going on, but I'll do like at least 5 coats of clear over the patterns and more. Like even, you know, let's say, I mean, just depending on what you feel comfortable with, how thick the patterns are, and then block it back down. And then if you're going to put pinstriping, leafing, anything like that, and then back to that, another 3 to 4 coats of clear, high solids, you know, at least 50% solids.
And so it feels like I just used 10 gallons of clear on the car.
Woo! Crazy. Can I keep on to turn this one a little bit tighter. Perfect. So in all this me moving it, it's me trying to make it work to where it's not just nonsense. You know, I'm trying to do something to where it's, you know, going to make some sense versus just throwing a line some direction and just whatever. You know what I mean? And that's the pain in the butt. Like I say, I could just, you know, honestly, we could just lay this down. I could cut it there and then we could just keep moving. But man, that's just not gonna fly. You know what I mean?
He says that I'm gonna need some clear coat. I'm running low. Gotta get my order in soon with tape, and I want to try the Vanderslice Flake.
And who's that?
Lisa.
Lisa, yeah, buddy. I know you've been kicking some butt too, Lisa. Man, that bike came out really good. Definitely proud of you, man. You jumped in that pool. Everybody be dipping those toes, man, but ain't jumping in.
Tom said, Rob, I received my order and the pink and copper candy is incredible. Thank you for the extras in there. It was truly appreciated.
Yes, always, my brother Ted. We love you, brother.
Lisa said, thank you, Rob. I've had to practice for my car, still practicing.
Yeah, buddy, that's what it's all about, man. I'm telling you, I'm still practicing over here. Still trying to figure it out.
What's up, Jeremy? He said, man, I haven't painted since October and I need to get back over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to try that right there.
Oso on TikTok said, candies, flakes, patterns, the amount of clear stacks up, but done right, it will look deep, deep.
Deep. There we go, deep.
That's funny. And then you got Devin. He said, what up, Rob?
Brother Devin in the house. Hope you're doing good, my brother. Hope you guys are staying busy over there.
So if I'm leaving the tape on my bike tins for a few weeks, should I use vinyl over paper tape?
No, if you're a few weeks, you're good. I mean, honestly, you can leave it. You could leave it for longer than that. I mean, like I said, I've kept masking tape on a car for even 3 months, and it's good. As long as it's in, no sun's beating on it, not excessive heat. But like I say, this, because we're only working on it every Thursday, you know, it's like, man, I just chose to use vinyl. And I really don't use vinyl all the time, and we sell it. And I really don't promote it either all the time. Let's see what's the best for you guys to see this. It's kind of hard to, for you guys are able to see some of these. I might put it back this way. This I want to keep out the way for a minute because I don't exactly know what I'm doing yet right there. Well, we definitely appreciate those of you that have been supporting the website. We appreciate you guys.
Said, Raphael said, I used your trick with the heat gun to heat down the vinyl tape and it worked. That's an awesome game changer.
It is. It really is. I'm telling you, stuff does not budge. You know, unless you get some, like, you got to think with these ones. Imagine these right here. Of course, if you tack rag, these are going to come up. But you think these would have already came up, you know, and it's like, it's just, without that, things come up. They stretch, especially if you're stretching it. Once you lock it down with the heat gun, man, it doesn't budge.
You have somebody that asks, how do you get vinyl to stick with changing weather?
So back to that heat gun. Heat gun. Boom, winter, summer, it locks it down. And the thing is too, you don't want to be stretching. Like I say, man, you can't. I'll give a quick example. So let's say me just relaxing, right? Doing this, right? So I'm going to peel this off, and then I'm going to give an example. So let's say you're stretching it. So a lot of people will literally stretch it in the process. They're trying to get 8 inches out of 4 inches of tape. You know, it's only a matter of time before this springs back. Like, we'll let it kind of spring back while we're talking. In fact, let me do it again. So we'll do this.
Oh, I gotta read that comment. Alexa, that's what she said.
What now?
Alexa, that's what she said.
This guy.
Can't skip that comment.
Oh, no. But the whole point, man, it'll stretch back. You know, we could sit here and pull this, and then I could stretch this where my finger's at. I mean, look, I stretched it that long. Man, a lot of people be stretching it too much, and it's like, man, and then they wonder why the curves, you know, the curves peel up. It's like, I get it. You're trying to save money. I'm being sarcastic, though, of course. You know, it's stretching, like I say, making 8 inches out of something that should only be 4 inches. And some people just be pulling it too tight. I mean, I find myself too. You got to think, man, you just want to, like I always say, this is like, you know, the kids this week at the after school program, you know, this is the hand that's driving it. A lot of people think you're steering it with the finger, and it's like making it go the way. It's this that's swinging it. So you got to think. You just want to keep relaxed. You don't want to be overstretching it.
That's cool, John, that you ran into today at your appointment this morning. He's on Facebook.
What up, John?
He said, "Man, it was nice seeing you today, John Martinez, Albuquerque."
Yeah, buddy. I know. I went, got a CT scan today, and ran into my brother. Did something on his Dakota way back. We're talking that would have been like 89 or 90. Honestly, it's been a long time. It's always good to see people you know you haven't seen in a while. It's always good to see that they're doing good too. So I'm going to leave that right there, and we're going to come back. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to heat this up right here. And I'm going to press it down, man, and it just sinks down into those cracks. Really nice. Like if you were here in person. And of course, back to this cutting, you know, I'm pretty shaky. If I can do it, you can do it. And then I'll just run it right along. Same with this one here. I'll park it right against the edge. And it usually just guides right along. And then you end up with that nice sharp edge.
I was just saying, I remember when you did that navigator back in the day. It was the catalyst that made me want to try.
Yeah, buddy. Man, there was a few navigators. Was it Sean's, the green one from Pueblo, or was it Jose's from Pueblo, or was it the black and gray one?
Riley asked, does removal become difficult if you give it too much heat?
No, it comes off really nice, like really nice. Like I say, I've had vinyl on for 3 years. You know, back to that, you know, I've told people, it's like, man, I had a car there. I had taped to vinyl for 3 years. You know, I was on meth, you know, one of those things. Had the customer's car there way too long. In fact, it's the longest I ever had a car. You know, I had to apologize to the guy, you know, wouldn't let him in to even see his car during that process. It's like, man, all messed out.
Armando says, this one going on Rudy's bike?
Yeah, this is Rudy's bike.
And then Joe Montana said, what's up, Brother Rob? What kind of bike is it going to be going on?
A Road King. And like I say, this one we are going to do, on this one, we're going to do it to where it's, the whole bike is going to be going from candy gold all the way to half the tank. And then we are going to do, then we're going to do to where it goes from tangerine orange to about half the bags. And then candy apple from there back. Toward when you're going, you know, you're going forward, it'll look like, it looks gold. And then when it's leaving, it looks red.
And then Rob said, are you planning on coming to Texas at all this year?
No, Texas, man. We just got too much going on. Sorry, my brother.
And then Anthony said, when you're mixing your flake, how do you determine how much to add? I can answer this one.
Yeah, do it.
He just pours.
Yeah,
he just goes. And then he's like, you know what? It looks like it needs a little bit more. He just pours, Anthony. There's no determination.
And we definitely, let me tell all you, like Rudy just said, let me tell you guys, absolutely no spoons. Man, we be pouring a lot, man. You got to think like in a quart.
This guy's wild.
In a quart, man, I'll put literally 1/3 of a pound at least in a quart. That's a lot of flake. You know what I mean?
Daniel said, and then it still adds.
And then still adds, yep. Man, and let me tell you, man, the boards we did this weekend, man, I'm very, very impressed with the 0.006. You know, that's smaller than the 0.08.
Just the new size that we just got on.
Yeah, we just got, and man, it dances. It's still got some bling. You know, it's not the biggest flake at all, but it just, man, there's something about it. It just, man, it dances, it blings, it just, you know, and nobody really sells the 0.006. I was like, you know what? I want to get something in between. And you got to think, if you guys are listening, man, 0.008 is like a safe flake to spray before you start getting into a bunch of extra work. You know, what we have on Rudy's bike is 0.004, 0.008, and 0.015. A lot of work. That's the Vanderslice mix. You know, I'll wet. Let me just wet a little. You guys probably still won't be able to see it, but these little sections, it's a lot of work, a lot of extra clear, a lot of extra sanding. You know, it's double the clear, double the work. So, yeah, Jason, it's crazy, brother. Yeah, it's a lot. Yep, the V Mix, my brother Michael Legs in the house, Kansas City, Missouri, Independence, Missouri in the house. Get it right.
And then Raphael asked, when you do the tank, what do you use on the filler neck to seal the paint from the gas?
Honestly, in that, I just tape. I know there's a lot of people, you know, I know I was doing some, back when the whole chopper thing was going on back in the, man, what would that have been, man? Early 2000s, you know, all through the 2000s before the what would have been, man, that whole thing hit in like 08 or whatever. Man, there's a few bikes, they were like, man, you're supposed to put this stuff. And I don't remember. I mean, we just tape the edge as good as we can. And then it matters on the paint too. Some paint, the gas just, I've seen some people's stuff where it wrinkles like paint stripper. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just a matter of taping, you know, and of course we'll be doing, hopefully starting to tape on the tank, you know, hopefully the week after. So you'll kind of see what we did. You know, we taped it as good as we could around that edge. So I'm kind of liking that, but we got to build up for that. So you guys kind of see what I got going on here. We'll have to figure out what else I'm going to do here.
Daisy said, "Hey Rob, I can't wait to see the outcome on my cutty."
Yeah, buddy. Hope you're doing good, my brother. See, you guys been going all around. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to figure out what my next move is. I probably will end up coming back with some 16th inch.
Manny said, "That was looking bad, dude. May God bless and keep you, brother."
Yeah, buddy. Who's that?
Manny.
Yeah.
Ungo.
What's up, my brother? Man, I bet, Jason, that looks really good in person. Let's see. Brother Steve said I used a 0.4 on the models. Man, you'll have to try, Steve, man. You'll have to try some of the 0.006, man. It would make it look like, if we're doing scale, get it, scale customs. If we're going scale with the Flake, it might look like you're doing maybe the 0.025 maybe on the models, but with the 0.06, because I bet even with the 0.004, that's like still a little. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to come in with the 16th inch, which we're going to do in quite a few spots. And I'm going to go about a 16th inch away from the edge. And you guys see me, I'm pretty shaky. If I can do it, you can do it. I always try to tell you guys, it's like, man, been shaky this whole time. Some days more shaky than the others, but it's a matter of laying it down as smooth as possible. I cannot do pinstriping, that's for sure.
Adolfo said, "Scale-wise, do you think the 0.006 Flake would be too big for model cars? I always use the 0.004.
Yeah, man, I would personally. I think you guys would love the 0.006 for the models, and like I say, it would look like the big Flake on the real cars. You know, as far as scale wise, and of course, anything bigger than that, it just would look ridiculous. But you got to think, like, say on my half a car. You guys have seen my half a car, you know, my actual car from the 90s, my Coupe de Ville, it's an 86. All I have left from it is the fender and the door. That right there, even Lowrider Magazine, when they did the top painters profile, put me in for that. I used the it's the 1.25 Flake. Huge, about the same size as an eraser. I'm trying to think. Let me see. So that would be, you see those right there? That's 1.25. You got to think, here is, here's 0.004, 0.006, 0.008, 0.015. That's the biggest we have on this thing. So we have this, and we have this on here. Then a lot of people are using the 0.025, Look, then it goes up to 3.5, goes up to 0.040, 0.062. So on that caddy, I literally have micro sequence, which would be the 0.004. I have the 0.08, I have the 0.015, I have the 2.5, the 4, the 6.2, and then I jump up and I shot it with the stucco gun, the 0.125. It's just crazy. A lot of work.
1.25.
Yeah, ridiculous. Like real, like that was in 1995. We'll never do that again. It's a lot of work. You got to think that Flake molded fenders to doors. Had to go back with the razor blade. Had to go back with the razor blade and cut, trim all those edges, pluck areas that were sticking up a whole bunch.
And then somebody asked, Rob, what inspires you in your day-to-day life?
What inspires me?
His daughter.
Yeah, there you go. They just said,
Keisha.
no, well, let me tell you, my daughter is definitely a bright and shiny light. She's definitely an encouragement, but
I just slipped him a 20 to say that. So.
yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, man, it's just everyday hope, man. You know, and you got to think right now. Let me tell you, man, life is short. I can sit here and preach to you guys all day long about how life is short, but man, I'm not really living it. You know, we're like on a hamster wheel. You know, it's like I'm not stopping to smell the roses. I will admit, you know, we're just so busy that you got to think I'm 55. I'm not trying to speak death into how many more years of life I have, but if we're going to really speak some reality, you know, it could be another 15, 20. I mean, we never know, but you know, even myself, it's like, man, we get ourselves so busy and half of the time it's our own fault, where it's like, man, you got to think that hourglass is going. It is ticking. And, you know, I know your question, you know, that's not really answering the question, but man, what inspires me, it's just, you know, everybody around me, of course, you know, being clean, the Lord setting me free. I shouldn't even be here.
And then Lisa asked, what gun tip size do you use for those bigger lakes, Rob?
2.5 gun, 2.5 tip. And let me see, spray that 2.5 millimeter flake with clear coat or inner coat. I use clear. I don't use inner coat. I know a lot of people do. You know, it dries real quick. But man, that's just not the way I do it. I know so many people. What's happening, Henry? How you doing? What's happening, Austin? Same thing. Keep up the good work, brother. Same thing. It's like, man, you know, there's dry flake. You could shoot it dry flake. You could do it with inner coat, or you could do it with finishing clear. And I'm like I say, I'm a finishing clear. That's the way I like to do it.
And then what about the Vanderslice mix? Which gun tip size?
2.5 for sure. Anything over 0.008, man, you have to use a 2.5.
They're talking about Rob pulling the confetti. I'm like, yeah, tell them your confetti. What you did at the my goodness, the airport. Your confetti.
Yep, it's crazy. I always tell customers, do you want the job? You guys know, I don't know if any of you guys, how many people watch the Super Bowl. I'm sure a lot. And the only time I ever watch football is the Super Bowl. I always get caught up in the nonsense. We always go watch it. But, you know, you got to think at the end of the game, they shoot that confetti. And they shoot the confetti and it's like all over the place. I always tell customers, you know, do you want your job to just imagine me throwing 3 pieces of confetti in the air and going, yay? Or do you want, yeah, confetti shooting everywhere? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you want something boring or do you want You want it to be worth it.
Go back over here. Oh, comment works fast.
So same thing.
And Dom just logged on too on TikTok. He
What
said,
up, Nom?
What is up, family?
Got quite a few of the mentors on here from the Lowrider Bike After School program.
And then
Confetti everywhere, always, Austin said. Radar. Is that green tape? No, my brother Radar. It is a 16th inch. It's on the website too. Vinyl 16th inch green. Always adds like a nice little detail kind of outlining it. So then I'm going to come back. Now it's trying to figure out what we're doing. So I'm going to, same thing. I'm going to kind of come around here and then we'll kind of run it through. Let me see. Let me take a look at this real quick. And my brother Steve said, never got my dry flake gun to work right. Yeah, and I just can't. And trust me, man, like Joe Angel, he makes it, man. He makes it happen. Let me tell you. And it does end up flaked out. He's got that down pat. Man, I can't wrap my head around it. You know, it's one of those things. And trust me, like, let me tell you guys, even like, you know, to have classes with different people like Randy and Joe Angel and, you know, it's crazy how everybody's got a different way of doing things. You know, we thought sometimes we were all on the same page. Man, there's times we're not even in the same book. Everybody gets different results. You know what I mean? Thank you. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to keep about the same distance along this edge. In fact, I'm probably going to get a little bit closer. So I'm going to keep.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Michael said, I'll be back up that way in about 2 weeks. I can swing by and definitely grab some merch, Brother Rob.
For sure. Which Michael's that?
Michael Fallon.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I know we missed you guys, huh? Brother Michael. And we're having Bible study on Monday, brother. But I know you guys won't be here for that. You guys were here, I think, this week. We quit having it every week. We just got so busy, which is pretty sad. Some of the most important things that you shouldn't cut off sometimes because of commitments, unfortunately.
And then you have somebody on TikTok asking, do you know Wedo? He used to help Neto paint cars.
Wedo?
Yes.
And he used to help who?
Neto? Neto.
Oh, Neto. Yeah. Neto.
Yes,
and
do
he
you
used,
know Wedo?
Yeah, and he used to, and it seemed like he used to help too. He used to help, man, who did I paint that 63, the orange one for? He had the shop over there on Zuni and Louisiana. That's sad. I can't remember. Sad when your brain. Huh?
Jose?
No, not Jose. He had the shop literally Zuni and Louisiana right there. He used to work over there too. I painted his the green. It was an orange 63. Had the Impala emblems going along the bottom. Now, I'm thinking Luis, but I don't think so. Might
Mercury
be though.
said, what is poppin'?
Who's that?
Mercury Mike.
It's happening.
And then Rodney asked, what does your wait list look like?
Man, ain't painting, my brother. No, ain't doing any more jobs. We got too much going on with the airport thing going, the after school program. Yeah, too much stuff going on. Plus I have one car that I'm doing that I've left that I'm doing. That's my last one.
Got a Fleetwood.
Yeah. She'll be painting that one, dangerous.
Yeah.
That's what we should be doing instead of this.
Get it.
Let's go get it, man. Put this on hold. Yoo-hoo! For another 4 years.
I can be in the hood next week.
Yeah, buddy. You can bring the hood next week.
And
I
a fender. You can bring a fender at a time on the caddy.
don't think that'll fly on that. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. If we're going to swing that through or if we're going to just keep on coming through.
Yeah.
I think we might swing it.
Dacia's caddy.
Yeah, buddy. What's happening? My brother Eric, the Toledo family.
Rob said if he gets 10 people to agree to Dacia's Cadillac, we'll do it.
Yeah, buddy. What's happening, Steph?
Rodney said, man, I cannot wait to see the airport project.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, man. That'll be a legacy right there. That's like what everything has been building up for, at least in the lowrider scene. So let me see here what I'm doing. I got this going here, but how are we going to do it from here to there? Is this going to swing around? So let me see here before I make that next move.
Michael said, on the way back home, I ran into a guy who said him and his friends did one of your classes. I think that he said his name was Fong, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Fong actually is one of the mentors. No, that's one of my good friends, man. He's a lot of love and respect for that guy.
Rob, what are your favorite colors to paint with?
I like them all. That's the problem. But I got to say, like color combos would be like peacock colors, red, gold, and orange. Always orange, purple, magenta, gold. That combo. Lime green, organic green, oriental blue, cobalt blue, oriental blue with some teal. I mean, we could go on and on. There's just so many really nice color combos. So I'm going to cut that up right there, and then I'm going to pick it back up. So I'm going to pick it back up this way and see, like, this stuff, like, working on these are just awkward, and trying to get it to where you guys can see it while I'm working on it. This thing really needs to be about like that for me to start, and then it needs to lay down. So back to this, I'm going to just pick it back up right there. And then I'm going to swing it around. Once I get to about here, then I'm going to drop it back down right there. And then it's a matter of what am I doing with it, because I really, man, let's see. So let me swing it around some. Like I say, none of this is really written in stone. So we're literally, that's why this is called Wild Style Patterns. And like I say, I drew this out when we first started. So, you know, this, I'll wait to kind of show it till you move it. But, you know, we've pretty much stuck to this. So this right here is this. You know, this right here is this. And then, like I say, the top part of the bike is this. But then, you know, it only goes so far before I got to start winging it again. Yeah, you need an adjustable stand for sure. And then, like I say, I usually work, Steve, with the office chair without the backing on it. And I'm able to swing it around, and it's padded, so you can just sit there and flip it. You can set it back up, whatever angle you want it. But for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, and it's still not the best view all the time.
That's a good question. What paint job did you have the most fun working on?
The most
Dacia's
fun.
Cadillac.
Yeah. Yep, we forgot to put it on airport mode, huh?
Yeah.
Figures.
Let me see.
Dang it, man.
Is it back? Okay, well, I gotta fix the.
Sorry, somebody tried to call while we're going live. Whoever that was, they're in trouble.
See, camera.
Psych.
Settings, camera, front camera, back camera. Okay, back.
We got my tech person here trying to fix it. You guys can
You
hear
hand me a card so I make sure it's the right way. Okay, I think we are back. Can you guys hear?
Let's
Not
see
my
who that
voice.
was calling.
It was Sunny. I could see.
Was Sunny?
Yeah. My feet, I'm sorry. We're back. I don't think we lost anybody.
Try to fix this.
And here it is in mine.
Okay. Real quick.
Yeah, they said sound and view are good. Okay, you're good. Almost too much.
There we go. Okay. Good enough.
So sorry. So what paint job did you have the most fun working on?
Yeah.
We're back. Commercial break. Thank you for tuning in to Vanderslice Kustom Shop. Flake. Hello, welcome.
I know, that's funny. The most fun on. How about the one I like the most would be the San Jose car with the Old English on it.
What are you trying to say? Your house so fun.
Somebody said Casanova.
No, absolutely not.
I know.
That would be the least amount of fun. And one of the least favorite. People would think.
Joey Jimmy said, man, I want to try that orange tape, brother. I like how you turn.
For
how
sure.
you're able to make those tight turns.
What is happening? My brother Joey, another master. But I'll show you which one real quick. This is in a magazine. It was called Writers. Man, really very well done. A guy out of Portland, Oregon was the owner of it. He was doing it. It was early 2000s, like 2000, 1999. Really very nice done. It was blessed. The issue before was O.G. Abel. It showed Rob Vanderslice interviewed. The issue after me was Mr. Cartoon. And, he did a whole little thing. But I told him to put cars that nobody knew. So, say with this, it said San Jose in Old English. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll show it to you guys too. Sanjose in Old English. Same thing here. That's probably my favorite job that I ever did. It's real cool doing that Old English, especially when you're doing it right and taking the time to do it. But funny too. Let me while we're at it real quick, I'll show you it was cool. Rob Vanderslice interview. It's got my old shop sign, me and Casket, Ray with the Burblade with the graffiti on it. Let me tell you, look, here's Deja when she was like literally, I would say 5 years old. That's me with my socks to my knees, old English shirt, the rest of my kids. And then, you know, some of the jobs that really never made it in the magazine. Sean's ended up making it, that made it centerfold in Lowrider, but some of these never made it. This was when we were out in Tucson. Rudy's brother, one of the ones, Jeremy's Cadillac, it had that big flake too. I did this car and my car at the same time with that one, the 125 flake. And then just some of the a guitar I'd done, some of the jobs before I candied them, like all of these got candied over. This was the Mac Daddy, all of the work that's in it. And then of course it got candied over. But yeah, way cool.
Travis said, I'm in Portland. Is that car still around?
No, that's not around. The guy who owned the magazine was from Portland. In fact, watch, let me, now that you said that, let me look what his name is. Man, it'd be good, man. Super cool dude. Let's see, publisher Brandon. His name's Brandon Ingram. He was the owner of it. Yep, this would have been 2002, this magazine. It lasted about 2 years. People just don't realize how much work it is to have a magazine, especially every month. Then I think he started doing it every other month.
Yeah, he said, I know who that is, man. He's still in the car scene.
Really? That's crazy. Hey, if you do know him, my brother, please reach out to him. Tell him that I said hi. Like, really. I would appreciate it, Travis. Definitely, brother. I know they owned like a body shop up there. In fact, the advertisement's probably in here for the magazine. Trying to think what it was. And of course, you know my phone number's in the description of this video. I'm trying to think what the name of the shop him and his brother owned up there. I don't know if you know what it's named.
Yep, amazing how fast 20 years can fly by.
Really, though. Yep. Yeah, you know, Dave, that's definitely yo, brother Hoser in the house. Guys, support local business, small business. My brother owns Santana, Lowrider Bike. You need anything for Lowrider Bikes, accessories. Support small business. Everybody could use it, man, for sure.
Travis.
Yeah, Reborn Automotive. Yeah, that's crazy. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, if I'm going to end this, which I probably will right here. So I'm going to tear it right there. And then I'm going to try one more time to kind of get a little bit.
What is poppin', everybody?
Brother Rob in the house. Canada in the house. So yeah, I'm going to end that one right there, kind of like we did this one right here in the front. Same thing. I'm going to lock it down. I'm going to cut this right here. Right there, I'm going to cut it right here towards going underneath this line. Then you see here, this one goes over it and then under it. So it's going to look real cool when it's all said and done. Now I'm going to swing this back around here. Okay. Now we need to try to figure out what I'm doing, how this is going to end up going. Which I could even end up swinging this around another one here, which I think, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to end up doing this. See if I got the right swing here. In fact, let me see. No. I'll make sure it looks good around that turn there. And then I'm going to do this and see how it looks too. See if this is going to fly. Alley-oop. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you too, Michael. Thank you, Lisa. To the Kansas and Missouri fam. Let's see. Wish you guys could get all the angles of this. Yeah, we'll have to find that picture where I do have the phone attached to the old busted baseball cap.
We'll have it up next week. I have it saved.
It was a rig setup, let me tell you. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Vince said, hope all is well, brother. I haven't seen you in a long time. What is up, my brother?
Doing good.
Montoya.
Doing good. Hope you guys are doing good. So let's see if this is gonna fly. It's a matter of this. So I'm gonna turn this way now. Always work comfortable. So you can see. Now it's a matter of where am I going with this without making it look stupid. These are the choices. You got to kind of do them, see how it looks, see where it's going to end up, if it's going to work out or if it's not. And then it's a matter before you get too far of changing it. Like this. Let me get it back this way. keep that there for a minute. I really like the way this is looking right here. But where will this end up? You got to think I use this to accent around this one. And then that's literally this line. So are we going to make that a pattern fully like this one? So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to really watch. We'll try it. We're going to try it. Like I say, that's all you can do. Just try it. We're going to really swing this out. So I'm going to swing this out fat. Real quick. To me, I don't think it's going to work. And I'm not going to try to get it perfect right now. I just want to be able to see if that's going to work. Man, and it might almost. Let me see.
Funny, 50% taping and 50% pondering. I'm
Yep.
the same way, man.
In fact, more than that, man, let me tell you, man. Woo! Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe. Let's go with 75 radar, 75, 25, man. Pondering and 25% taping. And then, with me, let me tell you, I try to do it. I always tell people I try to really get it figured out to where everything's kind of figured out for the spraying. So it ends up 85% taping and 15% spraying. Some people will do, tape in layers. I try to layer it out to where it's already taped out, like puzzle taping, to where automatically you can just start spraying yourself backwards instead of having to retape and tape a bunch of spots. You can, get it all taped, and we just spray, untape, untape, spray, untape, untape, spray until it's done. Doesn't always work out that way, and of course it matters what style you're doing. But it does work out where 85% is taping and 15% spraying. So in other words, if you're spending three months taping, then it's going to be about 2.5 weeks spraying. I say I'm trying to figure this out. And that almost might work out. Let me see. But if I do that, then we got all these overs and unders. I can cut those out. Okay. And I'm going to swing it out even fatter. Let's see. Hey, how's the battery even doing on this thing? Before we be dying.
That is a good question.
If we lose you guys, it's the phone died. We moved in the house, so there's not super plug accessible. Okay. Like I say, it's a little hard. It's always hard turning around these curves right here. It can make it look wobbly if you don't make the turn right from certain angles, and then certain angles it looks straight. It's that perception. It's that what's that word too? Like where it's like a trick. Like it's let's see. Hey, Fat Lex said, "Are you still awake?" Yeah. I don't know. He's going down. He's going down, Chuck. He is going down. Hey, brother, too. I think did his
stuff went out.
Yeah, your stuff went out for sure too. If there's anybody we stand, I think we still got to get out a few people's.
I think it just.
And let's do, yeah. Speaking of that, let's do a giveaway. Deja's gonna get it to where we're not dying on you guys.
Hopefully.
Real quick. Yeah, watch. This is actually looking all right. It's gonna work out. Like I say, if I can get this to swing around the way I want it to.
I can do it. You can do it. Tell everybody what you're gonna have for dinner tonight. Ice cream.
Ice cream for dinner.
Ice cream for dinner.
Of course, I just had to peel that back, didn't I? Let's see.
You didn't hear the little ka-ching. So hopefully it's charging.
Okay, so let me see real quick. Let me flip this.
Somebody asked, what tape do you use, Rob?
J-tape. We sell it on the website. If you guys don't know, you know, I'm not really painting anymore. I have one last car that I'm doing. And me and Deja both are partners on Vanderslice Kustom paint supplies. So we sell a bunch of different clears, 3M tape, J-tape. We can mix you any color, factory color. I don't care if it's a 2023, a 1964. We can mix you up whatever colors. Candies, concentrates, ready to sprays, pre-flaked boards. We have like 12 by 32-inch boards that are pre-flaked. All you got to do is tape, do your patterns on them, candy, clear them. Saves you the flake. We got pre-flake crosses. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. So, like I say, this is vinyl. Usually I use masking tape. So I'm going to be coming in. We're going to kind of cut this, see what it looks like. Let me see. Ice cream. Hashtag. It's actually really food time. That's funny. We could do. You know what? We'll go with Dave. Hashtag ice cream. Yep, he's onto something. So hashtag, I don't know if you're ready yet. For that.
It's ready.
So go ahead, hashtag ice cream. And you know what? We'll give away, how about this? We'll give away a Vanderslice Kustom banner.
Oh, this is my face when you want ice cream.
Yeah, this is Deja's face when I want ice cream.
It's a pure face of disappointment.
That's funny. I love that dog, man. That's quite the face.
So cute.
So I'm gonna come around right here.
All lower caps and then one word. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at this. You're supposed to go
Oh
see
my
that.
gosh, Dumb and Dumber. We were supposed to go see that Tuesday, but we had the wrong date. We got tickets to go see it this Tuesday. Somebody didn't get their dates right. I won't mention names.
It was me. I pulled a Dumb and Dumber moment. Was I ashamed of myself? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So now let me cut out this right away. Okay, so now I got to figure out what I'm doing here. So we're gonna keep these patterns going through, which is gonna be nice. So I'm gonna literally just cut out this. That's gonna look really nice. Those like flowing through when it's all said and done and sprayed. Same thing here. This will go through right here. Here. Same thing, we'll keep it flowing through here. Right here. Yeah, so how big are those banners? They're like the bigger ones. I think they're 2 by 4 maybe. I'm gonna go over this one more time. Okay. Let me cut this. And I'm actually liking the way that looks. Let me make sure I got everything going the way I should here. That's coming through, that's coming through. That's gonna be all behind there. That's going underneath, this is going on top. Now, let's see here. It's crazy. Okay, got fingerprints all right here. Starting to get fingerprints. Coming back with some wax and grease remover. Okay.
Coming along super dope, Rob. Are you still doing the hood series? It's been helping me a lot. So I know we definitely have.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Some more shorts.
Yeah, we'll be posting another 30-minute one of that one. It'll be man, and you got to think those that you guys. Yeah, and let me point. Yeah, thank you for even saying that. Definitely go to YouTube. My brother Steve had chopped a bunch of the live videos that were 4 hours long, the hood series ones. You got to think those hood series ones, man, that's some ideas you can use for a hood, a roof, a trunk. You know, you just got to think, you just got to expand it. It's on a 12 by 32, but it's perfect inspiration for a hood trunk or a roof. So, man, I'm liking the way this is looking. So now, of course, got to kind of figure out what's going on. Rest of the area, holy barking spiders, and that wasn't me this time. That's crazy. No fried chicken while taping. Hey, thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm liking the way that's flowing out. Like I say, there's certain areas I wasn't happy with. You know, you guys kind of see how it's kind of going. But now it's time to flip it and kind of get going some of this stuff. It's what to do from this point. You get all these empty spaces. It's hard to do, and it's hard for me to fill in every single inch of those. My brother Fat Lack knows I'll try and my hardest to do it. Yeah, for sure, but not tonight, my brother Travis. This will be about a, this will be a quite a long series. You know, it's till Rudy's bike is done. So now, like I say, where to go from here. And I'm going to end up doing more of this green in other areas too, but I want to kind of, while we are flowing, I want to try to do what we can. Some of this too, kind of to come along here, to flow around here. Yep. So, and I might do that through here. So I think we will come along here. I'm going to come in. About the same space. I'm going to come along this.
Brother Michael said, do you plan on using any stencils?
Not on this one. I might do in between some of these places. We might do some of that where you kind of make it look, I don't know how to put it, like watercolors. A cool effect. I've seen a few people doing it, like where you like, not where you're getting the airbrush and you're spraying it around, but you're putting it on wet and you're moving it around. Not the old school trick with the circles, but we'll see. I mean, everything's open for consideration, but we'll see. And it might just be filling it in and spraying. Like I say, this whole fender is going to be different shades of candy gold with maybe a little bit of orange mixed in with the gold, and maybe like one or so patterns maybe swooping through that might be a red, but we'll see.
Dominic jumped on. He said, "What's up, Rob? I hope you're having a good one."
Yeah, buddy. Is this Dominic from the after school program?
Jimmy said, "Yep, Rob, I definitely spend hours watching those videos."
Man, I definitely appreciate it, man. I'm glad you guys are getting some inspiration from them. That hood series is honestly one of my favorite set. And like I say, there'll be some more getting added. We'll try to add some by next week, some more 30-minute ones.
And Aaron said, "Can you mix pearls and flake and paint? I was going to do a cream off-white color with gold flake and brown pearl."
Yeah, you could definitely do that. And that's a good combo. That's one of my favorite, the cream with the root beer brown, with kind of tweaking the root beer brown with a little bit of orange too. Yeah, with some pearls. That's a real good color combo. I know Dominic just got through doing a car. Joe Angel, he's done quite a few really nice combos with those colors. So that's kind of swooping through all of that. I'm going to see if I want to stick with that. I might end up going with the 1/8 inch through there. This is where I wish I was using different colors because it would make it pop. This is kind of like what I tell you guys. You know, I like to use one color, another color of tape to where it looks cool in the process. And in this, that's not really going to happen. So I'm going to come along this. Okay, we're going to do the giveaway. Did everybody do ice cream? Hashtag ice cream.
Hashtag ice cream.
A 2x4 Vanderslice Kustom shop banner.
Going down. All right, I'm going for it.
Okay, Deja's doing it.
You lose.
Good luck, everybody. And you guys on TikTok, please subscribe. I only have a few, I don't even know what you call it on TikTok. I only have a few followers on there, like 2,000 something. Definitely, please, whatever you do, like and subscribe. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. Did you do it?
Yes, but I know mine is usually. Congratulations,
Who got it?
Ruth. It looks
Yeah,
like a winner,
buddy.
so.
Did it even show on here?
Yeah, that's right.
It did? Okay. Yeah, congratulations, Ruth.
Way awesome.
And Ruth, I think she's Los Lunas.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Winner, chicken dinner.
So I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to do my 3/8 inch going through there. And of course, I'm peeling off this. My head's probably all in the picture too. Man, I can't believe it. Get back, man.
What do you win?
Big banner. Ruth, if you will text, I know my phone number is in the description, so is Rob's, but if you'll just send us your address. Congratulations.
I'm going to run that. I'm going to run another one. Okay. Boom, 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 sucker. So I'm going to run 3 of the 1/8 inch right here, about 1/8 of an inch apart. And it'll be cool because it'll look like it's shooting through all of these patterns and swooping through. I know it's kind of hard to understand until it's all said and done. It's about 1/8 of an inch gap in between each one.
Marga says, I've been loving the J tape, and now that I see the heat gun helps the trick on the curve sticking better.
Yes, 100%. Anybody using vinyl, I'm serious. The heat gun trick, it is no joke. It is man, 100% blessing for those shrinkage. If you got to keep the tape on for a long time, man, I'm telling you, that is a trick. We used Rudy had a bunch of tape left over from Tucson from the 90s and a bunch of the 3M, the old blue. And of course, a lot of the 1/8 inch was pretty warped and it was folded over throughout the years, but the 1/4 inch was good. We used it on Joe's truck on the gold truck that's been getting done for years. Man, I heat gunned it, man, cherry. We're talking a lot of that tape. If you guys seen the tape layout on it, is literally 30-year-old tape, vinyl, the old school 3M blue, not the purple. That just goes to show, like I say, I mainly use, back in the day, mainly used the blue 3M. The first tape that everybody used to use, 60s, 70s, was of course masking tape, the tan. Then they came out with the blue, and that was a go-to until they got rid of it and changed it, and then we all started using the green. And I still use mainly the green to this day, the masking tape. 1/2 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch. That's my main go-to with the J tape. A green, a tan, a green, a tan. Okay, so let me make sure here. So I'm gonna go in.
Easy custom paint said, man, I wish I knew that heat gun trick a long time ago, Rob.
Man, it is a lifesaver. Let me tell you, it locks it down and you can keep it on for a long time. So now I'm going to go back and cut. These, of course, are going to go underneath. It's so easy to stretch the vinyl. Like I was saying, you don't realize you're stretching it, and then it's like you come back the next day and it's all stretched out. And of course, if you super stretch it and you're heating it still, man, it might stretch back a little bit, but not much. It's not gonna come off around the turns. Yes, I'm gonna cut all the way to here. I should have just cut all of this.
Jerry said, you amaze me every time, every live, my brother. I love you and the whole family forever.
Man, definitely appreciate it, my brother Jerry. Hope you're doing good. We love you too, brother. Need to meet up with you to get you a new shirt, my brother. Hey, Jerry, did you go up to the Roundhouse this week? Let's see the flow, Bugs. What's happening? Let me cut a few more lines. I'll flip it over here. These are going to look cool because they're going to look like they're going underneath this one. And another trick too, a lot of people, if you're cutting and it is stretched, you don't want to cut close to the edge. You want to cut as far this way to the edge as possible in case it does stretch some. Because some people cut it short, and then, like I say, a week later you'll come back. You know, if the job is going to take you a minute, you'll come back and the tape will be stretched past. So you want to cut it not as close to the edge. So let's see what this is looking like. Crochet. And I'm liking it, definitely liking it. Yeah, like Lisa, like the skid marks, yep. 16 vinyl is a pain, it is. Shrinks too much without heat, yep. So using 16, be patient, yep. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. You got to think it's just a little, and you got to think, man, there's 1 millimeter masking tape. I sell 1 millimeter. Man, I don't even really have the patience for that. That would be like guys doing the models or doing Hot Wheels or doing the RC cars. How about you, Steve? If you're still on, do you use the 1 millimeter? I think I've asked you before, but I know you. Some of it you cut. You were saying. Okay, so let's see here.
Jimmy said, man, thank you for the info, Rob. I'm definitely going to try the heat gun.
For sure. Man, that's looking pretty good.
Man, I cannot wait to see you lay some paint. This is looking fire.
Thank you. Let's see, too, for you guys on TikTok. Definitely appreciate Facebook family, Instagram family, YouTube family. You know, it's a little more intimate on the please go to the YouTube channel. That's where you have a chance to win when we do the giveaways. So now, appreciate it, Dominic. Thank you, Lisa. I've been cutting my own tape for years. Didn't realize you sold 1 millimeter. Yeah, definitely, my brother. I have 1 millimeter. I have 1.5 millimeter masking tape. I have 2 millimeter that nobody has either. Brother Daniel in the house. Okay, so now where's the next flow going to come from? Back to that, the side, I need to figure out what I'm doing here. So let me kind of put this here. Hopefully you guys are able to see it good there. Hopefully you guys on TikTok are able to see it good. For sure, the 2 millimeters, man, it's nobody really has it. It's a really nice size, and like I say, I've had it now for about 3 months maybe, and it's one of my favorite. So I'm trying to figure out what move I'm doing next. Boom, boom, boom.
What up, Rob? We are checking in from Kansas City.
Yeah, buddy. Let me, I'll crack this. And each one too comes with, you got to think every one of these J-tape masking tapes come with 2 rolls in each one. So you see, comes with 2 on it. I got them to cut them smaller for me to where they're not bending, they're not wrapping over And this is that 2 millimeter. You get 2 rolls with each one when you buy them. And I forget what they are on the website. They're like $7.99 or $9 something for the 2. And if you're to get these from CF's tapes, man, it's way up there price wise. Any of the masking tape. But yeah, the 2 millimeter, like I say, it's a little bit bigger than the 16th inch, and of course a little smaller than of course the 8th inch. So it's right in between. Like I say, each one you get 2 rolls. Same with the 1 millimeter. Same with the 8th inch of that. Same with the 1.5 of the masking tape too. Can't beat it for that price.
Just for that, I put in an order for
$9.99. Yeah. So now, where are we going here, folks? Where are we going? Where are we going? What is next? This is always hard, the next move, when you don't know what you're doing. Like I said, I'm liking almost everything. There's a few areas I don't like. Really like all of this. Still need to do something with this right here. That's not just going to end right there. I got to figure out something. I just stopped it last time. I'm really liking this too, but it's back to this. What's the next move? You know what I mean? It's like, what am I going to do? So, that's always the hard one. Hey, Anthony. Good night, my brother.
Good night, Anthony.
Yep. I know you guys are 2 hours, like my brother Fat Lack. It is 12 o'clock out there. We're going to be ending pretty soon here, too. We'll pick this back up next week and hopefully get this figured out next week. I might do a little bit figuring for next week. Like I say prior, I kind of want you guys to see everything I do on it, but I don't want to bore you guys either at the same token. You know what I mean?
Maybe if we do, we can do like a time lapse, record it.
Yeah, if I do tape a little bit on it, we'll do a time lapse. But I think too, same thing. I think we're going to kind of finish up here. Definitely, like I say, we appreciate you guys. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my brother Alley Oop. Yeah, a lot of those, man. I got a lot of inspiration from a lot of those. Like my Cadillac that I'm telling you about, the 86 that I did, it had some of those that you're talking about from the 70s where it was a lot of these, just like, it's like kind of like this here. Like I wish I had a better picture of this one. It would kind of have what you're talking about. But this board I did for my brother Vince on the live, it's got some of those nice hook and curls. This one I did my brother Alameda, the one, the cross that I have on my, it's my profile on my Facebook. This bike I did for my brother Daniel. It's kind of the top. It's got kind of a little bit of this style too. But definitely, man, we definitely want to appreciate you guys tuning in.
Signature said, "What up, brother?"
Yeah, definitely appreciate you guys, man. Much love. Support the website. We appreciate you guys. Definitely, you guys have a good weekend. I know it's Valentine's tomorrow. I know a lot of people, it might not be a good day for them. I never know. People going through some relationship issues or, you never know what's going on. But definitely be encouraged, guys. I want to encourage you guys, especially some of those that, definitely I see you guys are sharing your work. I appreciate you guys. And let's go out with some prayer too. Definitely thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Ethan. Thank all you guys and all you guys on Facebook too, on Instagram. So let's go out with some prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you, Lord. First and foremost, we just thank you for the skills and the talents that you've given each and every one of us to do what we do, Lord. Some people, this night might not be their thing, but you gave them the gift to sing, the gift to play guitar, a gift to be encouragement. Just there's just different talents and gifts that you've given people. Help us to be a shining light right now more than ever, Lord. I know we're not perfect, Lord, but I pray you continue to keep doing a work in us. Holy Spirit, lead us, guide us, convict us. I thank you for every soul that's represented here, Lord. I lift up those that might not believe in you, Lord. I pray somehow, some way you would touch them. I pray for those right now that are going through just whatever it may be, addiction, maybe going through some trials, maybe going through some health issues, Lord. I would pray that you would continue to let them know somehow, some way that you're right there walking with them through those storms, Lord. And we just pray that your will would be done, Lord. We do ask for forgiveness in those areas that we do fall short, Lord. And we just thank you, Lord. We thank you that you are still in the business of saving lives, of changing lives, of breaking chains more than ever. I'm a testament to that, and so many other people here online that I know personally that you have changed their life, Lord. So I pray for those that are discouraged, that don't know you, that somehow they would come to know you, Lord. And we just thank you, Lord. We give you praise in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Amen. Definitely love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And just thank you, Lord. I know we're not perfect, but, we try to just continue to encourage. I want to encourage you guys. Thank you, my brother Michael Legs. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Radar. Thank you, Jerry. We love you, brother Rob. My brother Steph in the house. Ruth, congratulations. We'll get you that banner. Brother Jason, keep up the good work. Definitely love you guys and appreciate you guys. Brother Dino, all the way in Australia. Appreciate you too, my brother. You guys have a good weekend, and we will see you next week.